Yeah, Fuseki 3 against Ludovic Leroy. Fuseki 3 is white, so let's start. Hi, everyone. Yeah. It's good. Yeah. I would recommend to play here, especially if there is already a stone, or play this one. I like this one way more. And this is even, like, it's okay to play it. Sometimes, yeah. Black can also play this, but that doesn't really matter. When we play here, it feels like that these exchanges are a bit annoying. It's not like end of the world, it's okay, but yeah, it feels a bit painful to let it for free. Just for base. This is good. Okay, this is also good direction. Everything is so far is fine. Maybe now I would play somewhere else as white. Like this one is the obvious point which I really want to play. I don't think there is so much danger with the group on the top, so it's okay to play it later or okay or now. Attach. I would rather play here, and on this one I would play attach if I really want to. It's okay, let's say if black gets blocked, it's okay to leave like this. That's not a big deal. It's still that black is not blocking with a really nice shape, so I feel like that feels good. Just to play elsewhere. Just giving up here, you give a panuki, and you leave not way bigger than before. Also, black block in center. It's like if we count points now, it would be more like you get 5-7 points more, but you spend a move. And black shape is way stronger, so this looks like really good result for black. This one is fine. This is in fact is not necessary. I don't think that white is going to escape. The shape is terrible there. You don't really want to play. I would even consider to invade here. Like the shape is strong, maybe invasion, maybe jump to force white to defend and then play somewhere. I still don't feel like defending there. I mean, if we go, okay, that's not really a problem. And afterwards you can still cut it like this. And if white will exchange this and group is completely alive, there is no need to play anymore. So I feel like that one was a bit slow. Just to defending, it feels like really slow. Okay. Sure. Yeah, and here was a mistake in Joseki. After this, we jump. Jump is a necessary move in this case. Then basically on this we extend. And then we have a good endgame. We don't need to, like, afterwards our endgame is not like this. Our endgame is monkey jump in this case. So when we have a monkey jump, that's like way better and this side is bigger. So that's why we play Keima. Yeah, sometimes I think you can play this, but you need to be super strong, and most of the times it's still Keima. Yeah. This one, black shape is a bit stronger, and yeah, the side is bigger. Now black is super happy to play somewhere here, capture the whole side. This one looks also good, because we have like something like A, B, me, I. If in case the stone is going up, we can always connect under. If the stone is going down, then we can just capture it, so it looks dead. And then the side is kind of black, and it looks really good. Yeah, this is also fine. I mean, this move is big by itself, but I would definitely play on the bottom. The stone in a corner like this is not really in danger, but here we have a wall without extension, this wall. So I would rather make some territory from the wall than handle the stone in a corner. Corner will be always okay. Yeah, this is fine. Locally that's okay, this is also good. Now we need to run. Well, that's good. It's also very good. Attach is wrong. First of all, this is V group. We don't attach to V groups. We just give extra center moves. Like on this move, you have to answer. And then white have a really nice shape. So if you want to play, it already would be better to play this, and then white would play here, and the shape is just worse for white. I mean, it's not so solid. So we don't really go with a touch, but also the direction. I think you don't need to play from the bottom. I think top is correct. Just push it like this. Then it's not so easy for white. I mean, white will leave, but also top group will be way stronger like this. This group would be stronger. In this case, it becomes kind of a problem now. You still need to play on the top. For white, attach is a bit better. Like this, for black, attach is mistake. For white, white is trying to rescue his group. When you are rescuing your group, attaching is okay. Like, if you can rescue without attaching, maybe it might be better, but with attaching is okay, because when we attach, white and black will locally become stronger, and this is mainly white call to become stronger here. Okay. This was not necessary. I think black should just answer this way or extend and then fight, or just a solid connection. Both moves looks good. Yeah, this way white found nice Tesuji. Now black shape is ugly, and also white can maybe push like this and build for example, tiger mouse, and this looks already pretty good. I don't think that white needs more. This is already great. I see there is a combo with a cut. I mean, maybe it's okay to play like this and try to kill it like this. Hi. I think this, yeah, it would be in video so you can see it. Maybe you can just Atari and kill it everything like this. There's this and just white. Yeah, and black have to take, and then we come back to the previous one. I don't know if it's really necessary, to be honest. I still prefer this one. Just to be sure the shape is good, building a tiger mouse cannot be bad. Yeah, the game was here. This looks like super overplayish for white. It shouldn't. I'm not sure black should cut. When you cut is like you lose center. First of all, I think you should play from this side. To see, maybe you don't need to lose center. Maybe you can, or play this one first, and then play this to see what is white plan. Cut is always like, if white have to at some point play here, this would be disaster. So maybe something like this would be really good, or this. I feel like I would even connect and would go for the crazy stuff completely with the cut, and yeah, now it looks working also. Because now this is Atari. But usually this is like C13 was aggressive move, the next one was also really aggressive. Yeah, now I feel like black, it's not so easy for black to find the solution here. I really want to play this one and see what happens after this. Like, let's say we cut, on cut we cannot add. So this way it just works. And yeah, black is alive, but that's disaster. Yeah. Now it's not really possible to get anything. I don't think also this Atari is necessary to play. Maybe it's better just to play Hane. I mean, you lose the option from the other side and yeah, small endgame. Yeah, this is painful. Super painful. Black should just answer. Like this. I think the game is still good for, well, it's probably now it's super close. White gets something with the fight. Yeah, white destroyed, like the bottom was like this was a problem, like white was behind after this, but now I think the invasion was more or less successful. White destroyed, make his group be stronger, so it looks good. Now it's kind of even game. This one, yeah, I don't think it's easy to handle this. So what are our options here? It's not much. Maybe this is the only thing you can do, something like this. And it's also not looking great. I think anyway, whatever, as far as white is not dying on the top, this should be just game over for black. Yeah, in the end it's even died. Well, I mean, if it wouldn't die, let's say we connect. But I don't think that, like, the game is like with small territories, and I feel like this is just too big, this loss. Yeah, just one mistake with one Hane. And also, maybe now, it would, if you would play now, it would be maybe playable. Like this, and this. And this. This would be still good, but now there is at least you lose way less, and now you can go with invasion and hope to fight back. Probably like this, it's still a game. White would for sure get something, but yeah, but it feels like this is still a game. So I think the biggest mistakes were this one, that touch instead of just playing here, and maybe for black I would say even playing on top. That's not easy here. 1 second. Yeah, playing this one instead of defending, I think this is really necessary. And maybe the biggest one, yeah, for white, that not to cut the left side. First a bit later, like here, and this one. This would be really nice. And then the final mistake was this cut, so this hand. Yeah. Do you have questions about this game, or we can just move on to the next one? F3 is good. Maybe afterwards. No, afterwards was this game. It should be okay. I think the better shape would be like this. because you really want to, like, this is your target and this is one stone. You make it stronger, but it's not really the situation of the fight. And now afterwards I want to really play as black here, but then white is really close with a good shape and you put way more pressure like this. So this is would be probably more interesting. Yeah. But by itself, f3 standard move to attack this. Then one more thing, that here we play Keima. And if it's Keima, then this one is way more severe. f3. This is also why we play Keima. Then this exchange black can get, but there is always a connection under, and that helps. So we don't make this ABC. Because with ABC there is no connection. Now we still have connection, and now, I mean, it's urgent for black to solve the position. Okay. Yes, Keima is always a Joseki here. So let's go to the next one. So this is the next one, and I have a special order of the games. So next one is, 1 second, it's Ludovic Leroy against Younes Tuil. Yeah. Let's go with this one. And I think Ludovic Leroy is white. This is hard to comment, this first removes, or 4, some black hole. I think here, if you already have a stone, you should continue with this one. This is the usual follow-up here. And it's not so easy to answer. You can just block, and then it looks pretty okay. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe white should play some attach. I mean, here there is also leather. You can play this one, or yeah, this, or this, or even fight. I'm not sure. Maybe even fight works. Somehow it looks scary. 3, no, we cannot capture. But even like this, it looks somehow scary. So it's possible, I think, to play like this. And maybe white should play this one. And then it's a good exchange, and we continue. Yeah. Okay. This looks fine. A bit fancy, but fine. It's like a good shape. Yeah, it looks pretty good invasion for white, and I think white is still pretty good. Like in the beginning, that 4 moves clearly says that after that 4 moves, you cannot really hope to win. Not to win, you cannot really hope to be ahead after you play 4 moves in the center. And now probably white still keeps the lead, so it's okay. The invasion for sure good. Maybe now the next one was just not necessary, and it's okay to play somewhere here to just destroy this part. I feel like this part, if you destroy, then everything is okay. Here we have to play this. Then we can think what to do. Maybe cut is okay. Something like this, have some endgames, have some kind of edge there. It feels like just connection, and giving up the corner is never an option. corner is dead there. It's pretty good to capture it. I don't know, maybe with a move like this, it should be also dead. Or with Kosumi, let's say. I think Kosumi is also okay. And if you kill it, it's for sure worth a move. Otherwise, it can be alive. I think this one should be alive like this. This is a difficult Joseki. You can consider to play even this one sometimes, just to have to go to the other variation. I think now it's not so easy to escape with the stones. But let's go with this one. This is also okay. But here we always push. This is necessary. And then we think what to do. Here there is few options. But suddenly I think this move looks pretty good. Usually we don't have this. And here we have it. So I think something went wrong for white in this case already. Not so easy to find a way. Maybe still you have to play like this and then play with empty triangle and try to capture it somehow. But it feels like that's like when there is group on the top, it feels like really good trick play with a stone here. Because before I thought this is like super random stone, but suddenly it's defending the cut point. And it's like additional stone in Joseki, which is super complicated. So I think if I would go with all of this, I am pretty sure on this one I would defend. Because it just goes too far. Or go with the other thing. And there is no other option here. So yeah, I think that would be the case. Maybe, yeah, just defend. Yeah, for sure it's better. This way, it feels like that black is get what he wants. Yeah, maybe we go like this and try to fight. I don't know if it's good, but I think it's necessary to fight and maybe capture these stones. This is probably still locally would be good for black, but now black needs to show some special attack on this group, for example. And maybe there is a chance that even black can capture it. So it's not... This is for sure better like this. But white didn't even capture it. So white get nothing, and now the group is still not alive. Yeah, it's good to start with this one, for sure. I mean, maybe you can play here. This is way better. Yeah, this is looks like that. And there is, if we defend like this, it's the same. If we defend here, this looks interesting, and maybe this option is even better to cut like this. Feels also pretty good. Yeah. Okay, so white is... Well, white can live or not? That's interesting even. I don't think it's possible. Yeah, it's not really that easy. Some core connection? No, nothing. Yeah, this is not really... I think here that was a miscalculation for white. And yeah, it's kind of after this, white is for sure behind. I really want to connect somehow, but I don't know how. Probably not now. and you just need to run and you don't exchange that one. That's a big difference because now you can just play from this side and the corner is way smaller. Yeah. Now black is clearly ahead when black captured the corner. And it's still a lot of problems with the other group. It feels like black is ahead, even though black is cutting this. It's not necessary. Maybe white should play something else, but I mean white is trying to survive here. But the problem is that everything is just dying, and now I think game is close to over. Yeah, after this connection, it's only miracle can rescue white. Everything is dead. And playing on the left is not miracle. Maybe you need to play this, try to kill some top. I don't know. This is some miracle core. It's already not realistic, but I guess this is the best you can get. Yeah, I feel like here in this game it was just strange beginning, then it was pretty good Joseki for white, and maybe also this one. This I think I'm okay even to play this and this and try to live with all groups, but just giving up the corner to live with a side, that's not good. Then the other thing was Joseki, which was not good. Yeah, this Joseki. And then one was miscalculation on the top. Basically, there was 3 big mistakes for white. And black didn't really play bad moves at all. Like, maybe because of the situation was so good all the time. Or, I don't know, just comfortable game. But it felt like black played this strange game, get advantage, fight back very fast, and capture the corner. And now, yeah, you just attack, but by points everything is good, everything is fine at this moment. And I feel like at this point already black is ahead by a lot, and then black start to kill another group. Maybe white should capture it, can you? Or that's a ladder, that's not a ladder. But that's still super painful. Yeah, I guess the top will die for sure. Like this, yeah. This was a good sequence that white found, that black found. So I guess in this game there was not much after this. Everything is just dead. But probably black is even ahead after the corner. Yeah. So I feel like this, well, this invasion was a mistake, and I feel like the moves like this, for example, just to see how it goes, and here I would always give points. This one you can capture, so black have to play here, and I would always play like this just to be sure that my corner is alive. I get some outside. You cannot rely on the whole corner, but like this is okay, and you shouldn't build that many points there, because white have 3 corners, black have kind of nothing at the moment, so I think white is okay. Yeah, okay, for this game that's all. Do you have maybe questions, or we can move on? White group in the center is in danger or not? That's a difficult question. That's not really easy. Like, it looks alive at the moment, but then when there is a Panuki here, like in a game it was more like there is a Panuki here, and then suddenly it becomes weak. But at this moment it's clearly alive. Uh, it depends how strong is black everywhere. At this point, I'm still okay to that I can run basically in three directions like A, B, C. I can maybe leave locally, so at this point it's clearly alive. But when you cannot, like, let's say A and B is not an option, you have only C, or let's say only B and A is C is not an option, and then it's still a black turn like was in a game, then it's really, that's basically what happened here. Like now, I think running is not an option anymore. There is nowhere to run. And now black just destroy an ice, and then it becomes difficult. So I feel like the good way would be to, at this point, to settle the group. This would be very good. But I think like this is just game over. Because the bottom like dying and you don't want to connect on the first line. So in this case, just there is nowhere to run. Living locally would be pretty good, but feels like there is, like the Joseki went too bad on the bottom, and there was no timing. I mean, maybe this is playable. I don't know, but it feels like the corner is big. To be honest, I like this still more than the game, because the attack was too strong. Yeah. Okay. Let's go to the next one. I'm not completely sure who is playing, but I have some guess. So it's Matthew Cable against Fuseki 3, and Fuseki 3 is black. So this all is good. So far game is okay. I think white is a bit ahead, but there was no unreasonable moves. Maybe it's good to continue Joseki here. As far as black already get it, so just to go with this one. Like usually the Joseki in this case, maybe even for white is better to play here. Maybe even like this. If white gets this one, usually it's better to play here. Joseki is like this. Yeah. Something like this. If white is playing elsewhere, which was in a game, I feel like this is already becomes really urgent, because now on this one you don't need really to invest a move. You can even play Keima, and white shape is not great there. Maybe you have to reinforce like this, but I feel like black is okay with this. I mean, just incentive to get it. Yeah. This is good. So high is pretty good. I start to think that this invasion might be a wrong direction here. It feels too good for white. Just too easy to run into the Moya. Maybe jump is a move or something like this. Just try to connect it somehow. Because how like this, the game developed that white jump, black jumps. And yeah, black have to do something after this. Because if you jump like this, the Moya is just disappearing. So when white has obviously more cash. Okay. Okay, now black got some cash. We cannot escape with the stone at the moment. Yeah, so we invade the corner. That's good. Here, I guess this one is not center, and now black can play this, and that's not good for white, so white can play this. And on this, we just hane. Basically, very often, before, at this stage, like Joseki thought it was like this, and then on this you need to jump, but it's still, white shape is really not that great. And now it's completely different. Now we can get this exchange because it's center. There's no way you ignore that. But we just don't block and don't really continue to play there. We just play here. And it's this one, it's more like endgame for black. Black is not really happy to build extra 8 points in for one extra move. That's not really that great. And for white, you can do it later. Like if you get it now it's your shape is okay. And then overall, white solved the position. In the game, I feel like black gets way too much. Like when black get this one, suddenly Moyo becomes pretty strong, becomes pretty big. White is weak. It's a lot of problems here. Okay. Maybe this is just easy to give. Like, this is not really alive. This is just one eye. If you want to live like this with this many bad exchanges, that's, I think black is okay with that. It's just creating eye in center, and just in the end black gets just some center and just play this one or the other big move, and I think that's okay. You cannot really kill it. This just feels like black is going really hardcore. And now it's like, feels like white would play here, and white is already alive with the top. I mean, this is probably is still okay for black, but it's just not necessary. And I think the key move is this one. Now black should just ignore it and try to play this. There is still some cuts, so it feels like it's possible to do something. Defending, I don't think it's an option. Oh, how difficult this game is. Okay. I'm just wondering, this works or not? I think it does, so we can just capture some points. Or it would be some koi if you defend. No, it just works. We can even defend like this. So yeah, it feels like it's just good to capture that. Yeah, this somehow everything is just falling apart, and then this is also works. And after this feels just completely game over. Well, somehow this one worked out. all this combo. But I feel like if white, even now, if you play maybe this one and then this attach is a key move in this situation, because we can get a cross cut. And if we get a cross cut, then I don't think it's playable anymore. So, I mean, you can capture, but maybe not even like this. We can even extend here. So when white connect two groups, I don't think this is a good result for black. So we need to play this one, then we can maybe push again. Yeah, and maybe push again and just give it up. Let's say this group, we give it up somehow and then just connect. I think even like this, white should be okay in this game, because anyway there was a big area on the left. Now it becomes maybe a bit bigger, but also white destroy a lot with this strong shape in center. So I think that should be fine. Yeah. And for black, I'm not even sure this feels like such an overplayish way to play. Also, I'm not sure it works, because there is some moves like this, which I don't know if you can really handle. This is already looks difficult. It's, yeah. So feels like it's a bit too much. Also, maybe white can just play here. White, not really. It's not that necessary. Even like this, the group. I also, this is the second thing which I don't like about this position. This is a long group, which is very difficult to kill. I feel like in a game it was. The shape was terrible for white, but the direction that you in your area cut two groups, that's amazing, because white is busy with two. AI settled this pretty easy. Like all the time I cut his two groups, he sacrificed one kill, but people don't play like this. Up to 7 downs. They also collapse in this position very often as black, or as white. So this is a good. I think also I saw some games like Shinjin Seo plays something similar, and AI says it's like you can easily live with both, and Shinjin Seo also collapsed. So it's like this is a difficult situation for white and black, and it's like easy to lose this. Maybe just better for white not to give this chance to cut. Yeah, just try to just play solid here. Yeah, I think that's kind of all. After that, the center group was dead. I think there is no point to continue. Like, I think this, after this, it's not really playable. Yeah, the difference is just too big. I don't know, maybe there is something happened, but I guess. Wait, we are still playing the game. Okay, that's not necessary at all. I think that after this, I would live in Sun. Just live in Sun in a bad way. That's like. There is no way you can lose this game. There is no even theoretical points that can be enough. Only if you die. I think in the game there is something happens afterwards. I remember there was some. Because we have some fight. Or not. No, it's just ladder. Which is not working. 1, 2. Why the ladder is not working? J. This one. Okay, this is center. Yeah, I thought about the other one. Other one is not. True. I think also now even just. Well, I think this is also enough. Group shouldn't live. Yeah. I think this was a good chance to fight back for white. Just the difference is too big in this case already. It feels like it's just difficult. And white even fight back something, but just left was terrible. Yeah. Okay, do you have questions about this game? Okay. So let's go to the next one. Next one is Matthew Cable against Ludovic Leroy, I think. Yeah. And Matthew Cable playing white here. This looks good. Yeah, here it's really necessary after all of these combos. I like to play this. This is super urgent move for both, and I think maybe you can do it even before, just to play it now. It feels like you can do it, and maybe even to play the shape like this. And then the other stuff, it's not even necessary to just exchange. It's super annoying when white play n18, and this is the key move here. After this, this is okay, but I feel like, well, now you can capture the stones. Maybe you can just capture them. That looks like a lot of points, almost in center. Yeah, so it feels like it's good to capture this. This is, I'm just, if we come back to the this variation, I feel like black is not going to play here. This is strange, because anyway white is alive, but this endgame, just leave this endgame like that, feels painful. Yeah. Okay. That's good. Also here, well, maybe it's okay. Maybe I like even this one more, like this. I don't know. There is other options you can play here, or this one. So somehow I like this Joseki a bit more with the stone at k3. If I play this, I would probably not connect, because this is like the ideal version for black when black get a for b, and this would be a bit better for black, probably take 2 points or something. Yeah. And I think at this point black should just defend. That's big. This group is almost alive, I guess. And also group B is almost alive, so I don't think there is really this Kemo matters. I think this is Gote for both, so I would rather defend left, or the other option is to play on the bottom, I guess, but it feels slow if there is a weakness on the left. Yeah. Okay. This is good. And here afterwards we immediately attach. This one is more like, this is just hard to answer. And just play this. Just let in this, maybe afterwards you can even play here. Okay. This is fine. This cut looks a bit too much. I think all of these combos somehow, it feels like I don't really understand what is black doing here. This Okay. It feels like that black managed to cut, but the shapes are so strange. And also, I think there is stuff that you need to defend. So maybe just to use other shape here. Maybe just to play like this. And then anyway, we need to spend a move, so I'm not sure even this works. It feels scary. It feels like there might be something, so I feel like I would just play this. Yeah, so here also all these cuts, I'm not sure it's really necessary. It makes just white stronger. I feel like the move should be here and then just connect. This is okay. Or even just maybe playing Kosumi. This is center and just playing elsewhere. This I like even more. It feels that yeah, you don't get that many points, but like you didn't use the weakness, but you get extra move. Settle your side on that bottom. That looks great. It's very easy solution. Yeah. And I think white played pretty well here. Like all this, in theory, it feels like that black gets something, but yeah, this crosscut is just destroying black. Yeah. This is pretty good sequence. And I think after this, white is ahead, for sure, by a lot. Because white is ahead, I think it's good to just defend. This group is almost alive. It's impossible. Like at this point, white destroyed the left side. It's like now it was completely black side. Now white gets so many points there. So white is ahead by a lot. And after this, you can still live somehow. I'm like, let's say even like this. And then you can just create second ice somehow. I don't know how you will do it, but it's probably will survive. There is still a problem here, which might be the case after some stuff. So, but when white managed to cut like this, top is almost dead. Then like now there is 3 groups. 1, 2, 3. And again, AI is handling this position pretty well. But when you have 3 groups, it's so easy to make mistake. It's like 2 moves and suddenly the one group can die. Like this was the situation. Like now you give up this and this. And also group C is almost dead. And white get only the corner. That's a really small compensation. Yeah. So attack is good. Also, maybe here it's a good idea to just let it go. Just play like this. Maybe white will connect and then just to, I would say, connect all position. Or maybe get few center moves and just leave like this, for example. Also as an option. Yeah, white managed to survive with the group. And now the position looks okay for white. Especially white survived with a nice shape. Also, there is a problem with the corner. You can just capture this. This is always good to capture. It's a lot of points in center. Okay. This cannot be right. I cannot imagine this move would be correct. Like now white cuts And it can be correct only if you kill the corner, but I don't think this is happening. I think here you should just play Keima and try to escape to the right. If it doesn't work, or maybe push in Keima and hope that everything will survive. It's still a difficult game. It's still not clear how it will end up, so I guess it's okay at this moment. Just like this. Somehow, also for white, it's okay to even play this one. This turn came up. I think that's more than enough. This you can connect. Black gets completely nothing out of it. I'm not sure this is better. This is also looks like difficult sequence for black. And I guess is it alive? Well, white is also not alive, so this is more like some interesting exchange. And now if white leave with the center, most likely it would be okay. And yeah, white just lived with the center, and also I feel like the other group might be in danger. Yeah, probably just that. This fight was interesting. Now, yeah, the corner is alive, but that doesn't matter. I think that center was too big. And I feel like the game is probably over at this point. And there is still something. Yeah, the fight was interesting. It felt like it was super one-sided. Now I think white is winning by a lot. This is my intuition, but I guess... Or we still have something here to play. Let's go to the end. And what do we have here? It's only 3.5. Well, that's closer than I thought. It felt like that if black just managed to kill it here, like it felt like completely, I would say, overplay for for black. But it was not so easy. So maybe this cut was too much. Like it makes the situation more or less clear or something. Or unclear, I think. And it feels like after this situation is like afterwards the move looks super good. Like there is no other way to play. Yeah, you have to play this way. That's correct. Maybe on this one there is a chance to play this one, and I don't know what will happen after this. Is it really a move here, because there is still an option to capture and I'm not sure what is going on here. So let's say we try to make it safe, which makes a lot of sense. But let's see, could black survive with the group? For example, let's say now, to just play something like this. Maybe just enough if it's alive. And I guess it looks alive in my eyes. And just black destroy the bottom, completely capture top, so maybe just leaving with this group would be enough. Just need to be sure it's alive. 1, 2, 3. It's not so easy. At this point it's like probably big dead, just a big dead group. So maybe then push from the other side should be a move here, so you need to push here first and then play this and then play here. I think this way it should be alive. And if it's alive, yeah, it's enough for sure. But I feel like the biggest mistakes were basically here for black to cut. That was one. Then the second one was for white to just not answering this pip. I mean, it's painful maybe. Maybe this one is a bit better. Maybe you can push and answer. That's also okay. But the idea that you just letting yourself cut into 3 groups, that's not good. I'm even okay to play like this and connect here and then just fight with one group. I mean, 3 stones, that's okay, but just giving up the stones feels too much. Yeah, and in the end, it's something in this way, somewhere here. It feels like this... I don't know, it feels like I would play something else, maybe this one. Just to play a bit more safer, closer. And then if I get this, this would be not my first intuition at all. I would play whatever else. Like, for example, this one. I can play whatever shape, whatever, but for sure not this one. Because you just let yourself to cut, and now I don't know what is the solution here. Also, I feel that this result is just good for white. Like, let's say we cut, then white leaves, and I think white is okay with this. This looks just good enough. Yeah. That's kind of all with this game. Do you have maybe questions here? Okay, then let's go to the next one. There is 2 more. Next one is this one. Okay, I think I know who is playing, but I will check just to be sure. So it would be Matthew Cable against Younes Twill. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is already a standard opening. I know that this cut might be possible with the move, which is, I think, somewhere around here, not at A, but at B I never saw it. But I assume it's not good. I would rather play something like this. And then there is no good move to just settle everything. Like on this one, maybe you can push and cut. So if we play... I don't see shape for white. Maybe white should play like this. But then I think black is okay with this in this case. It feels fine. It feels like then this move in center, just reduce a bit left, increase your moyo, it looks good. Yeah. This way, yeah, this cut... I think here the correct one, if we want to fight, is this one. This is the only move which we can consider in this fight. Because locally we are alive, and that's not so... Like, we cannot... No one is going to cut us. We need to play something like this, and then we can push. And then it feels like this all moves that black has might make this fight acceptable. Like now, let's say we escape somehow. But now black have too many extra moves, and maybe black can handle this. This would be probably possible. Yeah. And but if you play the other move like this, I don't think this went well. I think after this looks like terrible. The problem is not only that black is pushing on the first line, these moves are oriented in the center. And now it's really difficult, like painful, if you have to crawl on second line when you have this kind of moves. It feels like something went wrong here. I think at this point, maybe it's a good idea to just capture like this and just don't touch it. Let's say black would capture and then you just play elsewhere. I think this result is pretty good for white. Even just you can even consider to play this, but I feel like just capturing is good enough. And also maybe I would consider to leave like this and then here, then it's alive. So at this point this is alive. It's not really possible to kill it. I don't think this is working or not. 1, 2, no, it's working. But so okay, this is possible to kill. But there is other thing that the other group is not alive like this. So you have extra stones here, maybe you can get it. And that's also really nice, like some plus bonus. In a game, yeah, it's some step call. 1, 2, 3, 4, it's still a call, okay. This is fine. It looks interesting. Don't know if it's good. It looks fine to me. I'm not sure about this one. Just here should be okay. I don't afraid that black will capture in this case. So I also don't know if it's for sure that black is consider only connection here. I don't think there is other moves. So at this point I don't want to touch it. This you can still Atari or even connect. That's okay, and connect again. That's not really a problem. Yeah, okay, this. This is good for white. And I think this one doesn't work, but do we have a move that works? Maybe it's good to cut, just cut to see. I don't know. This would be my first feeling, because maybe you can get this Hane and it might be useful. Not 100%, but sometimes it's useful. But I think you cannot really kill it. There is no way, even with this Hane. Yeah, and now, I mean, the other way, if you get a Hane, it would be the different move center. This is 2 points difference. But okay. And now the game is not losable for white, I guess. So black is trying some crazy stuff. But the chances of this is low. Also, yeah, this is more like a connection, but we can just cut it. That's not working at all. Like, we can just cut it in any way as you wish. White cut it this way, okay, but there is another cut. But just by points, it feels not really possible already to win for black. Okay. I think here should be something else. We should try to cut. Again, it might be not working. Maybe this would be like leads to a disaster. I don't know. But at least we are fighting something. We are trying to do. Maybe also. Maybe it's possible to do something like this. Have some cuts. It's looking dangerous. Maybe you can hope to get something like. So I think this looks way more interesting than before. Maybe like this also. So with this Andrii it can work, or at least like this. Basically, when white play this and connection, white could even play this one to just make it more safe. But the other one is also works, and I think there is only one move to play here. Just giving up more points at this stage is not an option. And like this, white invaded and captured a lot of points in center. Yeah, after this... Okay. I would rather give that. I don't know, maybe this way. This capture and then just play Kema and continue to play. White is clearly ahead. This way it's making a bit awkward situation because yeah, you have to connect. But anyway. Yeah, and that's also was a cut. Yeah, I feel like this game white is winning big. I don't know, did you count here or not? It feels like yes. But I feel like in the end it was a big difference. So it was like, oh, there is something died also. Okay, but it was not close. So I think in this game, yeah, first of all, the big mistake was this one. This was one mistake where everything just falling apart. And then the second part was there is a ko, and I think here maybe maybe attach something like this. Just try to not to go with such direct way. Something like this. And try to build some shape. I think this way it feels way easier for black. And probably it's still good for white because bottom left cannot be really good. For black it's no way, there is still a ko, which is 3-step. But in endgame you have to give up something that's like annoying. At least like minimum to say it's annoying. Also you don't get that many points. White also outside get a lot. So it's just in points it's not so good. And but like this the game is still in the range of the one strike or something. Probably white is +10. And this one just was not working at all. Maybe this way it would be better. I don't know. Maybe like this you can capture it. Maybe not. Push, Hane, and then this. This maybe you can capture because you force to play. Yeah, like this you capture. I don't know if it's still good. And maybe also white can find something else. For example, you can play here. Yeah, this is probably what should happen. So yeah, I think this hand is just more accurate. Probably white would play like this, and like this. Yeah, and something like this would happen. And that's even variation, I guess, in this case. Black decided to just capture everything and it just didn't work. And after that, I think the game just over. But still, I think that was on the edge. Like R11 is on the edge, so I would just play R7. If I get this one, I would consider to play it. I think now even the normal one will work because you get one extra push. Now it's not possible to block. So yeah, now you just weigh enough liberties. 4 and 4. I need to play this like this, but it's enough. Yeah. Do you have questions with this game? Okay, then let's go to the last one. I think it's the most crazy game of the evening. That's my feeling. Yeah, it would be Fuseki 3 against Younes Tuil. Yeah. And wait, which colors are? And Fuseki 3 is black. Yeah. I would rather play this. If you already have a stone in the center, yeah, it feels more interesting. Just, this is too easy to settle. Right now we just defend, just like this. I think, and then like this, maybe. Yeah, even like this it feels strange. You have two groups which are not completely strong, and the corner is alive, so it feels okayish for white. It's very similar result here. Okay. This cut looks not necessary at all. I think it's just good to play something there. I'm not sure even about these exchanges. Maybe it's just better not to touch it at the moment. But probably it's okay. I guess it's even. But the cut is for sure strange. I guess you can fight. I don't feel like giving up the stones. Maybe like this. Or just on this one we can try to turn and fight here. It's not that one-sided. Maybe you can even live like this. Yeah, and then fight. It feels like that somehow, at least if you already play like this, then maybe you need to play this one. And then afterwards white capture and then you play this. Then it's okay. Then not so easy to answer. Yeah, you can play something like this and try to attack it. This one is still center, this center, and then yeah. I think this way is good. Now afterwards you will never get it, so okay. This feels like mistake. It should be connection. And then you take cent and play elsewhere. This way, I think it's just, you still need to connect. The shape is still bad. And it's just dead. Yeah, white get nothing there. I think it's probably good to answer there, just to get it. But you give this one. Okay, maybe not the timing. But if you play it, then I guess this one still would be better. Again, this is the move. Why it's better, you have the follow-up afterwards. Like, after your move, there is no follow-up after this. So, yeah. Also, you have a lot of potential in center. I don't think that it's a problem that you will give points. Like here, I don't think this is really a problem in this case. You can even defend it. That's fine. It's a lot of points, and your position looks way more active like this. This one is weird. I think the corner is by itself. There is so much agi in the corner, so it's not really possible to attack two stones. By points, this is very small. I think here the biggest points are in center, so you can play some move like this. And that's about the weird move, this weird move. Here you want to build the center and there is no good shape. Or maybe this one. Yeah, this looks okay. I think this is fine. This way white can just destroy center. That might be too much. I think it's enough to just play this. But also you can try to push to the wall. This group is super strong, so you can just push on that group. Yeah, just like that. It's like, you know, if you want to build points, you build here, you build not so many. There is, you will have way more problems afterwards when you play like this. That's why also if white would live there, that's not really interesting. By the way, for white, it's pretty good to play like this in this case. And then maybe honey. And then in this case, it's okay to give that, but you also make the points in center way more solid. This is like, usually this is the Kosumi with the idea of sacrifice. This is the AI play would be here, because there is two Moyos, so it feels super powerful. Yeah, this is also okay. Maybe I feel like maybe black should do something about that. Maybe just play this and see how white would react. I mean, on this one you can play here. On this one you can connect. So it's not so easy to block it. It feels like white have to play Keima at this point, and then maybe you can go through this all territory. And that's important. This was way too good for white. It was even better than my variations. Like this is solid. White destroyed the points and built his own points. Yeah, I think here white should just capture like this. But also this, I'm not sure, but I feel like in this situation, this is the move. This. But I don't know what will be the answer here. We are lacking one liberty. So there is no way. Okay. Then you just defend. You need to leave. That's okay to leave and just let it connect. Maybe also on this one you can go with some stuff like here to see what would be the follow-up, and maybe it would lead to this variation. And then yeah, I think black is okay with that. Corner is alive. This some points are destroyed. This way we have a very interesting fight, which I'm not sure what will be the result here. It's not so easy. Like this, maybe it's possible even to kill, but I feel like there should be more interesting variations if the semi doesn't work. And this leads to the situation where white just capture the corner and there is nothing. I think here it's better to capture the corner again, like this, and just try to live with this group. Like, you don't need to keep the line. I mean, it's good to keep the line, but when the corner is alive, the move is just strange timing of this move. I don't understand why now. You can get it anytime. So that's why I feel like it's way easier to just ignore it. And white here, white shouldn't exchange it. You can exchange this anytime. Or the ko is important. Okay. In my eyes, this ko is not as important as it looks, but yeah, here feels like white is just settling everything. It feels that when the corner is dead, the other territory is kind of settled. Black has just way less points. Like, really way less. And we just play an endgame. I think this game was even a half point or something. But right now it's like 20 points. Yeah, that was, I remember, yeah, because Seki, yeah. There was Seki and there was something else. But after this, there is, like, this was a lot of minuses. Just this corner becomes way bigger. So, in this game, I think the biggest success was for white this left side. I don't think this should be so good. And then also this Seki. This was two things. I feel like would be like a dream to get this result as white, like this. There's this, and that the line is not really blocked. Yeah. And the other thing was, that corner Seki. This feels... I think if you just live with a corner on this move, yeah, if you live with a corner, I'm not even sure, maybe this one is better. Maybe this one is just more chances. I don't know what will be here. I mean, this at least better call if we have it. Yeah, this is better. But this is like just some calculation variation. Maybe this one is better, but if you already play here, I think then just living with the corner Maybe not even like this, maybe like this to be sure that the corner is alive. Yeah, like this corner is alive. And just fight afterwards. I mean, even now, if you play here, that's super annoying. Just you can maybe destroy this one and just live there. And this way it would be fine. It would be still a game. Black has a lot of points. It's not really decided. But just you went for the semi, which was not working, and you went with it with the empty triangle, like this. It's like not that this move gives you any profit. That's the most sad thing about it. Yeah, maybe it's okay to block. Like you can still play maybe Kosumi here. Block. I don't know. Just to have more liberties. Don't know if it's better. Maybe. Maybe it helps. Then in this case, you will win the semi. I think this way it just works. But that's like only one variation. It can be completely different in other ones. So yeah. Okay. Do you have maybe questions about this? When attacking C11, when here you need to consider the groups. Most of the times, like you have a group A and B. So if A in this case is almost alive, it's super rarely, like from a live group, you never attack the group with 2 space. In this case, even if it's the base, this base is just an illusion. It's not really as strong as you think. It's not 2 eyes. In this case, you can play like this, and jump because you're so strong is there is no 2 eyes. So you can easily attack when your group is strong. And you don't need to really care about this 2 space jump. It's even if it's alive, most of the times, like you have the moves like this, or like attach, or this one. I'm not sure how strong you are, but you have a lot of moves to destroy the base. Sometimes it works, sometimes not, but you have so many that maybe some of them will work. And because of that, even in this case, let's say even if it's alive, let's assume it's alive, even this would be way better because your invasion on the bottom would be way better. This would be way better than the game. Now I'm pretty sure stone f3 cannot die because you are so strong. And the difference there was in points. Well, there is some difference on points, but also white gets some points there. So I think this would be just better if you'd play. Yeah. Do you have more questions? Usually when you attack, you always try to push on the strong group. This is the general logic of attack, even though sometimes it looks weird, but yeah, just from weak group to the strong group. Only you need to have a special reason not to do that. Okay, yeah, and yeah, L3, F3 better, I think. Well, I think this one is just bigger at this point. You really want to enclose it. And then next one is F3 if we don't touch it. And I don't think, like, there is no move to cut you. That's the problem. If you play here, you can just connect. This, I don't believe in this shape. And you have still your 2 space extension, then you can leave. But I think the problem that, in theory, white cannot cut. That's the biggest thing here. White is just, the shape is too bad. I don't know how to do it. So I think you are just connected. Maybe white can get M3, but it's not really gives a lot of points. Yeah. Something else? Was d2 a K invasion? It was a cost threat, and I think it was okay. Oh, sorry, it was okay as a cost threat. And maybe if you continue to play the core, it might be okay. Like if you continue in this case, let's say now if you jump and continue, or jump, or I don't know, just to maybe this way, try to make it more interesting. As a cost rate, it's okay. In the game, just to live, it just doesn't work. So I think it should die. And if I would invade, like not in a core, I would invade with this one here and see what's I will get. This way, maybe I get life. With this way, I would try to play something like this, get some center moves. I don't know, like this, and just get some center moves and try to limit it. This would be the feeling how to play, or maybe try to live like this. I don't know. Usually, if we try to better to try d3 for the core. Which core? I don't know. It's okay, I guess. It doesn't matter. I think in the game it doesn't matter which one you choose for the core, because anyway it's a cost rate. It's like in this case maybe it's more alive shape, but when there is a core I don't think it really matters. I think in a game this was also a mistake when you try to make this one as a cost rate. Like this was really not the timing. You need to make the stakes higher because everything is just falling apart. And about d2 and d3, usually when the position is simple, I like d2 more. It's way more easier. When the position is more like solid for white, d3 is attached and gives you more center moves, so in theory it's easier to get something. So this one is harder for white to kill. In the normal situation, that's usually a bit worse move, like d2, d3. Usually d2 or e2 is better, or f3. Yeah. Some more questions? Okay, then that's all. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Yeah, and see you next time. Have a nice evening.